As we dive into the Elbaf Arc, the anticipation is through the roof. Oda is about to unveil one of the most anticipated arcs in the series, setting the stage for epic battles and monumental shifts in the storyline. Elbaf, the legendary land of giants, is not just a major location, it's a battleground where the stakes are higher than ever. With the intensity of the Final Saga building up, we're poised for a saga that promises to surpass even the high-octane drama of Egghead. Whether it's the towering giants, the enigmatic antagonists, or the looming threat of the Yonko, Elbaf is gearing up to be a spectacular showdown. The major threats in the Final Saga include the Elders and Emu. Luffy fought Elders on Egghead. Emu serves as the main antagonist. To determine who the main villains in the Elbaf arc will be, fans need only look at the major characters who will appear in the series' forthcoming arc. For fans, Luffy will meet no other adversarial emperors in the Final Saga besides Blackbeard. However, when considering Blackbeard, it is definitely too early for Luffy to confront him. The admirals of the Marines will undoubtedly play a role in the Elbaf arc, although the 5 elders and Emu themselves are the main villains of the world government. The majority of these characters will most likely play minor roles in the Elbaf arc, as it may be too early for them to do so. These are personalities who may play a larger role in the upcoming Great War, hence, the major opponent in Elbaf might come from within the Warland or one of the other emperors. Fans are aware that the red-haired emperor, Shanks, will most likely play a significant role in Elbaf, as well as Buggy. This character will undoubtedly play a crucial role at the end of the arc, as Oda prepares him to become a major player in the race for One Piece. The world government also has the God's Knights and St. Garling Figureland, both of whom are expected to play important roles in the Elbaf arc. Their position, however, will more likely revolve around the Revolutionary Army, as a confrontation is building there. In terms of important characters in Elbaf, fans can expect to see certain giants who are extremely powerful and capable of fighting Luffy in the Warland, and they may serve as the arc's main opponents. How the threat in Elbaf will be shaped. Elbaf will not have just one main antagonist. The threat in the Elbaf arc will not emanate from a single person, and fans should keep that in mind. Oda has already stated his aim to approach the Final Saga as a war royale. That effectively suggests Oda does not want Straw Hats to be the lone player in the spotlight in Elbaf. Many characters will be in the spotlight here, which means there will be plenty of major villains for the Straw Hats and other characters to battle in Elbaf. For instance, fans know Dragon and the Revolutionary Army will face the God's Knights. This means that St. Garling Figureland, as well as the other members of God's Knights, will be adversaries in the Elbaf arc. The admirals, in addition to the Marines, are expected to play a role, possibly as antagonists. When it comes to the Blackbeard pirates, fans know Yonko is going to make a move, and while he won't confront Luffy right away, he will try to position himself better to claim the One Piece. Blackbeard will also play a key villain in the Elbaf arc, which will be critical for the story's progression if he is to remain relevant in the ongoing race for the One Piece and a huge impediment to Luffy's path. Finally, Shanks is likely to be a prominent enemy in the Elbaf narrative. Of course, fans understand that Shanks is not the villain. However, Luffy and Shanks will eventually battle, and when they do, the One Piece series will most likely be at its peak. Oda has been building up to this encounter since the beginning, and it will undoubtedly occur in a later arc. Elbaf is the ideal location for Luffy versus Shanks, as it is the realm of the red-haired Yonko, and Luffy is only a day's journey away from the island. When Shanks returns, Luffy will be waiting for him, resulting in a highly dramatic confrontation between these two characters. Finally, Elbaf is likely to have its own opponent, who may be Loki. Fans are aware that Loki was intended to marry Lola at some point, but her escape from Todo Land caused the marriage to fail, resulting in hostilities between the Big Mom pirates and the giants. Loki has most likely grown significantly since then, and he may have gotten extremely powerful. The name Loki is connected with strength in Norse mythology, implying that this character will play a significant role as an opponent in the future period. Luffy's big battles in Elbaf. Luffy has many opponents to take on in Elbaf. When it comes to Luffy's major bouts in the Elbaf arc, fans know that a battle with Shanks is unavoidable, but Luffy should also expect to encounter the giants at some point during this arc. There could be several factions within Elbaf, and while some would support Luffy, others might not, and he might have to fight them, such as the unit led by Loki and his people. Of course, Elbaf will be based on Norse mythology, but other mythical figures, such as Thor and Odin, may be brought into the plot as well, and these heroes in mythology are recognized for their legendary strength. If these are included in One Piece's Elbaf Arc, they will also serve as a key opponent in the future arc, which fans will undoubtedly enjoy. Summary and highlights. The Elbaf Arc of One Piece promises intense confrontations against important villains, as well as potential appearances by legendary and powerful characters. Shanks, Blackbeard, and other major players will play important roles in the next Elbaf development, laying the groundwork for dramatic clashes. The threat in Elbaf will come from several enemies, resulting in a battle royale that will have viewers on the edge of their seats. So, what do you think about the villains and the battles awaiting us in Elbaf? With Shanks, Blackbeard, and other major players likely to make their mark, it's clear that Oda has a thrilling arc in store. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're as excited as we are for the Elbaf Arc. Subscribe and ring the bell for all the latest updates and in-depth analyses. Drop your theories and predictions in the comments below. Let's talk about how these upcoming battles might reshape the One Piece world. Until next time, keep sailing with us on this epic journey. Thank you very much for visiting the Mugiwara Review YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our review analysis. Don't forget to subscribe to continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, questions, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again. See you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and a swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments the group is in a winter scene, and the next they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat. And people don't use phones to talk to each other instead. They use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight, which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Gold D. Roger is telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King. One of Luffy's main goals in the show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Gold D. Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.